What's up, Podcast Nation? Your host, Nick Overby here. Hey guys, so yesterday when I dropped the Anna Faye Agent Spotlight, there was only the audio, and after doing a lot of digging and research, I found that it got lost in the Zoom cloud. I don't know how, but after much recovery efforts, I was able to put together the audio and the video. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Anna and I had an amazing time recording this, and so I think you'll see the energy. But you guys enjoy yourselves. Happy listening. Enjoy your day.
So let's talk about who Anna is.
Well, what do you want to know?
I mean, that's the whole point of the podcast. You tell me.
Well,
first off, for everybody, especially Jay Still, who might watch this, how do you pronounce your last name?
Smith.
Perfect. Excellent.
Phonetically, it is Shep Oyster. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not too bad. It looks a lot worse than it sounds, to be honest. I come from a long line of sales. Before I opened my business here, I was a 10-year account executive for a company back in Houston. I did corporate housing. I sold furnished apartments for a living. Loved it. Loved. It's kind of one of those jobs where you get to know it so well that it just becomes a part of you. Very much and very similar to how insurance has kind of taken its own life with me. I've grown to love this industry. I guess the best way of putting it for me is I get to be everyone's dictionary for one of the worst and most boring topics next to taxes in the world. So I love it so much. I get to make it fun. And I get to make it fun for buyers, for consumers. It's one of the least... it's like changing the oil in your car. It's one of those things you have to do, and everybody hates doing it. And I really want to change that perspective. Obviously, I don't expect all consumers to go running around studying insurance just for fun, but I do want to make the experience fun, at best.
Well, I think that your more than outgoing personality allows that to happen. I mean, so the question I always pose to everybody on this show, because nobody ever expects to be here, right? So 2 years ago, you obviously, I know the answer is no, but where did you think you were going to be?
2 years ago? That's a good question. I had, again, I was in my job for such a long time, my former employer, who was like family to me, very much like Jamie and Perry is. The owner was in my wedding. 7 of the employees were my bridesmaids. So it was definitely a home within a workplace. Unfortunately, I had kind of maxed out, I don't want to say my potential, but definitely my time. I had the same clients forever. And it was really hard to take on new clients. And then some of my clients had gotten so big that I had all my eggs in one basket. So it was very fickle, where that job was going to go. If I lost, there was one year I lost a client, and it was a huge client, and it tanked my salary. Commission-wise. And then the following year, I had the same clients, and it became very redundant. Monotony is just not a fun place to live. So going into work became a challenge in and of itself. Even though it was fun, I got to wear yoga pants, do whatever I want. There was no challenge whatsoever. I didn't actually have a purpose, kind of like a value. Even though I did what I did, I sold and people loved me, my clients loved me, I got them what they needed. I didn't have one of those life purposes. It wasn't a career that I loved anymore because of the monotony. This job it's ever evolving. I get to talk to different people every day, and that's amazing. I love interacting with individuals on so many different levels and helping people. And I know across the board, every one of your podcasts, everybody's feedback to you is, I love helping people, because we really, really do. It's an incredible experience. It's heartwarming, changing lives, or at least just making someone's day bitching, coming across, turning that frown upside down. It makes my day so much to be able to help these people.
I love that you say that, and you're right, it is a reoccurring theme here, but it's not everywhere else.
No, I feel bad for them. That sucks. It really sucks.
Right? Yeah. I mean, it's like I engage with quite a few people on the show that they don't get to share the same sentiment that we do, in the fact that this place, A, has changed my life, but B, I don't ever wake up and be like, fuck, I got to go to the den today.
Never feel that way.
No.
I know a bunch of, I'm sure everybody has said on your show, coming into this office is working with my family. I need to correct myself, is working with my family.
Right.
I'm very, very lucky. I'm a lucky girl to be able to not only sit here with you, but my colleagues, my friends, my family. They are my very, very true loved ones. You know, I come from a family that was very, very close and kind of split amongst the United States. You know, so to have upwards of 50 people that I get to work with that I high five on the way in and out is really cool. It's so cool. I freaking love it, man.
Tell me about working with your bestie, the one sitting over there.
Old Jamie Bobaney, she's going like this. We love her.
Old Jamie Lunsford.
It's really cool. She has taken on this incredible role from the day we met, from best friend. She kind of, you know, she caters to my emotions. She's very mom with me, but more so best friend. Incredible guidance.
Hell yes. Yeah. I'll
she is just she's just an amazing person all the way around. She knows it, but she's very humble about it. She inherently has changed my life. Her and Perry. My life. I will get emotional on this damn show.
Okay.
They changed my life.
By the way, that monitor is just for shits and giggles.
I know. I'm looking at myself because I'm kind of cute.
Hold on. Oh, Jesus, that was fucking loud. Not expecting that.
But here we go. I love this shit.
Told you I was gonna have fun.
She's an incredible individual. She's so sprightly. She dances around like a little dandelion. And how can you not be happy around her with her cute blue hair? You know, I mean, you guys will see her if you haven't already.
Oh, yeah. You have hit that microphone like 500
Well, I
times.
talk with my hands like
That's
an idiot.
okay. Well, that's, you'll figure it out. It's people like that, people like yourself. That's why I'm here doing this, because the podcast for me, and I'll be repetitive, was never about it was never about like doing cool stuff. It was, I knew at the time when I encountered this job, this opportunity, this was going to change my life, and I didn't know how, but I just said, you know what, I'm gonna fucking document it. Yeah. And I have had more life-changing events in the past almost year, right? For me, July 27th, literally in a month, it's almost a year for me. So I believe it's done that for you.
Definitely. Self-employment is a monster all on its own. This is definitely a make or break. I would love I think everybody should be self-employed to some extent, be your own boss. In this industry, because the product isn't pretty, because it's not tangible, it's not something that you can set on someone's desk and they can hold it and see actual value in it. It's an incredibly difficult product to sell. Correct. And being that it's 100% commission, you know, self-employment, it broke me. I'm not, you know, I went broke starting this business, but it has humbled me. I was already humble before, but now it's different. Man, I look around and I see things that I used to just squander money on. And honestly, as much as I would still kind of like all that little shit, I don't see value in it anymore because I earn my money in a very different way now, for very different things. And to go through that initial several months of true struggle, monetary struggle, there is nothing like it in the world, especially when you came from a very, very high-paying job prior to that, W-2, et cetera, et cetera. It's an incredible life adjustment. I can't say I'm still used to it, but I look at everything differently now. I look at how often I turn my lights on and when I leave them on, you know, stuff like that. So I find value.
I'm sorry for interrupting.
Go ahead.
There's definitely a noticeable lesser amount of Amazon packages in the office in the past 6 months from you.
Oh God, yeah. yeah. I have to stay out of that fucking apps. Oh my God, that's so hard. But everything's $4.99. I mean,
and free delivery. Or next day
30 of those add up to about $400.
Go fuck yourself, Amazon. Yeah. And it's funny. I never once canceled my membership. Every time I see that,
no way,
whatever it is
There's
come out,
no way.
Like fuck. Okay. All right. God, you got me again.
I mean, I kind of semi-grocery shop on there, just not. I don't know, treats.
No, okay. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Oh, that's okay. No, that was pretty much it. You know, I mean, just owning your own business, it comes along with a very true pride, the good kind, that is hard to learn anywhere else without building something on your own, whether it's self-employment, a building block set for a kid. You know, there's something that I have built and created that's only mine, mine forever. I can share it if I want to, but I don't have to. That's really cool. Something I can keep. I get to have my cake and eat it too, literally. Well, metaphorically.
Nick Gardner's going to hate that I say this, but I saw a post by Ryan Stewman yesterday. Oh,
Nick Gardner.
What's up, handsome? Better watch out. He's boy about to be wiped up if he don't watch himself. But I saw a post from Ryan Stewman yesterday, and I know Nick hates Stewman just for whatever purposes, and it's not my problem. But he talked about having your cake and eating it too. And it's funny you say that, because I think a lot of people in a society were trained to assume that's a bad thing.
Well, I mean, the idea behind it, the principle behind having your cake and eating it too, is it's impossibility. You can't have your cake and eat it. It will cease to exist. But I do like my own metaphor behind it. I'm going to have it and eat it, and I'm going to make more. And that's exactly what I'm doing.
That's fucking genius, though. But because I think, and I told Jamie this the other day, I scoffed at Perry when he was like, read 10X. I'm like, fuck Grant Cardone. He's a douchebag. I never liked the guy.
I follow him on Facebook, and I just have no interest in watching him. I don't like the way he talks. He works for some people. He reaches me differently. It's not the same way.
However, though, his book is fucking rough. And it has, like, I've been listening to it on the way to work. And it's changed the way I've looked at things, in the sense that I've looked at it, I think a lot of us do here, in a victim mentality, and and I think it's involuntarily, because the way the society and the way that our social media, everything impacts that. So I've seen you, and I'm getting to a point here, I've seen you change as a person. Like, I mean, I can,
and likewise, all for the better.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
100%. I can still vividly remember having a conversation with Jamie. Oh, you meet my friend Annabelle, and I remember you walking in that day. So from that day then to this day today, the 29th of June, right? The 29th of June. What would you say the biggest change that you've seen yourself has been?
Self-empowerment and the empowerment of other individuals. It's definitely something I've always done inadvertently, and now I've turned it into like a life thing for me. I have a lot of people that follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I get responses from perfect strangers. You wouldn't believe how much your story changed my day today. I was stuck in a rut, and you just turned my day around. I get it probably at least 6 or 7 times a week, multiple times a day. It's really freaking cool. So I have taken that, and now I am actually now I do it intentionally. I say very empowering messages, especially to women, because we get a shitload of shit on social media just for being cute, pretty, or whatever, just being women. From idiot guys. That's just the way it is.
And idiot women as well.
Yes, exactly. That's just the society we live in. That's probably never going to change. We're too big for our own britches, and it's really hard to butterfly effect change in magnitude like that. So I at least try to do it on a small scale. If I can change someone's frown into a smile for one day, call a cashier by their first name and they laugh, or just those little inherent changes in people, the butterfly effect from that could be monstrous. I, in my lifetime, will never see what my positive attitude is doing for the world. I get to see it in a very small scale, but I just know that something I did today, Kevin Baconed in a way. I'll just never get to see it, and I'm okay with that. I wish I could, but.
And it's tough because I've known you for as long as I have, and up until this moment right now, I didn't realize there was also that parallel with us, because I believe that selflessness also creates some internal shit. But I love that about you, because you always seemingly put somebody else first.
That's the way it should be. It gets you out of your own head, and why not?
Well, and also that you're positive amongst a lot of bad shit, right? I mean, it's fair
for
to
sure.
I'm going to go back to the Grant Cardone thing. You know, we live on the victim mentality. It's because we've been ingrained, and I started really processing this. My next door neighbor was a pastor, and he used to always tell me, Nick, you grow up with this black cloud that follows you. And I've said this before, but it wasn't until a couple of days ago I realized that's a terrible way to look at it. Like, yeah, well, bad shit might happen, but I also have to take it and do something with it, which you're amazing with that. So, outside of your emotional outbursts in the office, you do have an extremely positive outlook. How do you do that?
Well, I like seeing people smile. I like having that effect on people. I like making people laugh. It's very addictive. if I'm in a bad mood or something like that, I actually seek out something to assist me get out of that, because being in a bad mood makes me be in a bad mood, makes me be in a bad mood. It's a very, very vicious cycle. I don't like feeling that way. I hate it, actually. Anxiety is even worse, you know. I'm very addicted to happy feelings, making people smile. I've got a 70s vibe about me, and I love spreading that, like, peace and love, man, you know. And it's really cool. People eat it up, and sometimes they don't even think they need it until they get it.
Well, that's the problem, is that we're all stuck in our own way. You said it a little bit.
Right. I mean, you know, I've had bad shit happen to me. Lots of bad shit. And still to this day, you know, and that's a subjective term, bad shit in itself. Some has been really terrible, and then just others like your day-to-day nonsense, you know, whatever. It's just, I think, to be honest with you, for the most part, when something does go wrong, my memory doesn't allow me to remember it. It's, I forget things easily. I never stay mad at people because I forgot why I got mad in the first place, to be honest with you. So when something bothers me.
Chandler Bing.
Bye,
Have
Chandler.
a good night, sir.
Love you.
By the way, future here guest on the New Agent podcast.
Yeah.
Chandler Bing, putting in what?
He's
15,
a handsome
what,
guy. He's cute.
I mean, he's good looking.
Are you wondering how much I put up this week?
What, 19K right now? 16? Good job. Good job. I on a scale
He's
of
about
one,
to put up $1 million within the first year. Let's put it that way.
I would say he's probably about a 2.5 to 3.
He's a go-getter. He's a killer.
He is,
protege,
he
my
is.
little group protege. I love him.
He's good people. And that's what I like about being here. I'm so sorry to get off completely.
Oh,
off
no,
here.
it's okay.
Because being here every day, like you said, is a challenge in different ways.
Yeah.
And it's not like, for me, it was a challenge to remember that I'm still old and I'm not.
You're younger than I am, my man.
Yeah, you look better than I do.
I've also got a lot of shit injected into my face.
But no, I like his ambition, and it reminds me, and I've told him this before, he reminds me of me when I was 22 or 23 years old, because I was like, fuck everything, I'm going to do it. I know what I'm doing.
And I was the opposite. I was lazy. Not lazy. I just wanted to party. I wanted to be a cute chick that just went out and made people smile. You know, I did not want to work, but yeah, that kid has an ambition beyond other. Yeah, at 22, if I had had that, I would be a millionaire for sure today.
What changed?
I needed to grow up. And I don't, while I rely on people make me happy for sure. I rely on them differently now. The attention I like and seek out is different. It's very positive. It moves towards my motives in life more so than just in the moment. I actually use this as an example since I just moved here to Fort Worth. I do not miss Houston whatsoever. And I kind of thought about that. I was like, I was in Houston almost 30 years. That scared the shit out of me.
That's what I wanted.
You gotta label your buttons.
It's the laugh track and stuff. Yeah, it's up to way up.
Oh, anyways, that's I moved from Houston. I look back, I was having a hard time pinpointing why I didn't miss Houston. You know, it's where I grew up since I was 12. Thank you.
No worries. Yeah, it just. Yeah, I gotta get wireless headphones.
So, as it turns out, the reason I didn't miss it was because the connections I had made with humans there, with individuals, were not nearly what they are here at the Den. Not even close. And I would say, to some extent, at a certain point in my life, closer than me and my family were. So I really, really value that. But what I value is the love, like the love between all of us. So why would I have, any kind of motive or, motivation really to do anything when I didn't really have anyone to go through life with, friends or anything, just to have true struggles with. So I kind of floundered really, just based on who I carried my life around with, who I went, whatever, you know what I mean?
I absolutely.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. 110% because I'm not going to say I'm found, but I was lost when I got here, right?
Yeah, same.
And, arguably the only 3 people left in this office, 2 of them sitting here with me, one over there, have had the most impact on me in making me understand about who I am. I'm going to get into some personal stuff.
Sure.
Because of the relationship you and I had, I found out a lot about myself, more so than maybe but it really challenged me as a man to reevaluate how I handled women. You did.
Yeah.
In a very positive way, because you brought something to me that I wasn't expecting, right? And I have vivid memories of conversations with you that strike me as odd, but also really, really awesome.
They were really good.
Yeah, that's very true. But I look back and I'm like, okay, the money has been nice. Like I've made, I reflect, I'm like, I've made decent money here. I made good money.
Yeah.
But I have I've been challenged more as a person. You talked about challenging when you're, being lazy and then now being challenged. That's what this place does for me.
Same.
And it's fucking
very, very
crazy.
much same. It's a challenge because I want to be here.
Yes.
If I was having these kinds of struggles at my last job, I would have given up in week 1 easily. Or even at year 9, year 8, I would have put my hands up. I can't give this up. I have a lot here. I have a lot to lose.
What do you mean by that?
I have my family. I have what I've built. Like, to toss that away means I never found it valuable in the first place. But that's like resides in the forefront of my mind. Everything that I've built and how much of a loss it truly is. In your 20s, I think for the most part, some kids are pretty careless, reckless, or just cavalier in their lifestyle. Yeah, same. At that young of an age, it's importance in things, everything, how yummy this beer is, having it in front of me, like just the very, very little things. It's not just, oh yeah, I got a great car, those silly tangibles. Like, I really hold on to everything has value to me. Everything does. I waste for none. That's just pretty much kind of how I live it now.
I love that, because I would have never have agreed with you about maybe before 2021.
I was different in a sense, but I had a huge savings that I could blow too. And again, I was coming from corporate housing, and then I took the summer off, and I was doing commissioned art, so I was working for myself. But it was fun time, sort of. I mean, I love my art. I love doing my art.
Amazing art, by the way. Plug that real quick.
Oh yeah, the art of Anna Faye. That's all my tags: Instagram, Facebook.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I've actually had people ask about the line in Perry's office. I've done videos behind there. And
Oh,
where
yeah.
the fuck did you get that? I'm like, that's the Duchess.
It's me.
Anyways, sorry. Go ahead.
No. So again, mine hadn't been retrained. It was still living on. First of all, that's coming out of COVID. Doing my art for assholes who say, "Where's my painting? Where's my painting? Where's my painting?" Ugh, suck a dick, dude. Give me a minute, and I'll fucking paint it for you. Jeez. All these demanding individuals, and sedentary lifestyle from COVID itself, just from everybody taking a break from the world. So I hadn't retrained or rewired my brain yet. Intentionally or unintentionally, consciously, subconsciously. So that I didn't know was going to happen, nor had I planned on it. I'm glad it did, for obvious reasons. But yeah, I'm definitely different 8 months later. It's really incredible. I love it so much. I'm very proud of myself. Very proud.
I have to tell you that, and again, this is always about candor. I have mad fucking respect for you, because I remember there was a post in Sales Talk with Sales Pros right when maybe the first month or two you started. And so I had said sex sales versus something else. And I remember the conversation you had, and I truly respect how you have been able to keep intact your natural beauty, who you are as a woman, what you've done, but then turn it from maybe sexy, but to sexy and classy.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
You've done really well with that.
I'm trying to respond appropriately. That won't give away everything, but
No.
I mean,
yeah, we don't need to do all
so
that.
it's really hard to. I know what I have.
It's a tough transition.
Yeah, I know. I'm very beautiful. People tell me every day, and I love that compliment. I never take it for granted.
6 foot plus. You have huge tits.
I'm actually 5'11".
Huge. Beautiful eyes. Like,
Thank you.
But you stand out in a crowd.
Right, but that
For
doesn't
sure.
make me. In fact, everyone in the office knows I rarely wear makeup. I hate wearing makeup. I dress like a tomboy. I wear bell bottoms most of the time, flip flops, and whatever. My hair's always messy, or it's in a freaking hat, baseball cap. And that's kind of part of the reason I like empowering women and individuals all together. And I guess because it's a struggle. It is really a struggle for everyone. I don't care what you look like. Everyone has self-esteem issues, and Jamie and Perry were the first to break that in me, because there were things they would tell me, compliment me on, and there were some of the things that were like I was most self-conscious on. They were like, "You have great legs. I think I have little chicken bird legs. I really do, guys. But I like them now because I don't know any different now. Like my mind has been retrained to love every part of me, every part of me."
She even farts in front of me.
Yeah, I have tooted in front of him. Anyways. So, and if I can spread that, here's a very basic example. So on Facebook, I used to be a big bitch. Like somebody would say something rude or, and I would just retort and I would lay into them. I'd go research their family, find out their kids' names and be like, well, motherfucker, here's what I know about you. And I would tear into their life and completely wreck their face. I have found that I actually don't do that anymore. Not a single bit. In fact, my mind doesn't even think that. I don't get offended anymore when someone says something crass or silly. I'm like, I ask them like, why would you say something like that? What does that mean to you? Why, what brought you to that conclusion? Or if it's something totally dick, I can't say I don't, I ignore it because I don't, but I always spin it with something positive.
You've grown up and now you're not reacting.
Yeah.
You're responding.
Yeah. Now I research their family. And would your beautiful wife want to know that you were saying that? Janine?
Oh my God. Okay. So this is one question that I have not asked you. I think we probably put it together, but let's get a nice, concise answer. How did you get here to the den? Like I know about your previous work history, but how did you get here?
Jamie and Perry were trying to get me here for about a year. And honestly, in the beginning, when Perry was first, I don't know, wine and dine me, I guess is the best way of putting it. He basically, he's just like, I see it in you. You've got this. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm good at sales. And I was into it, but I'm like,
wait, what was that? What?
Anyways,
Jamie,
I couldn't fathom myself being an insurance agent. There was a lot of negative connotations I had in my mind, like sleazy, wear a tie in a like bright one-story office with dust particles floating around like you see in the fucking movies. That's what I envision. I'm like, I do not want to be the dude with the mustache and the short sleeve dress-up shirt and a fucking clip-on tie. I cannot be that. I really had to disassociate that. And of course, when I came here, it automatically happened. That's just not how it is.
Can I real quick tell you, day one, you were wearing a gray top, white hat, and brown or black shin high Lululemon pants with white Nikes. I'll never forget that.
Oh, yeah, my workout outfits.
And you had short.
I don't work out.
Pretty sure. Yeah, no, that's true. I'm pretty sure you had short hair. I think you did. But it was under the hat. So
yeah, when I finally started here, I think I cut my hair right before.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Sorry, I just had to.
That's okay.
Cool.
But that's it. Yeah, so finally I was in a position where I had to, when I lost my last job, when we separated, I really wanted to do my art full time. And then I realized, that is, while it's my passion, it became a job, which I find really ironic because it is my passion. I love it so much. This is the first job I've had that's never felt like a job. Like it's really, if you put those side by side, what I absolutely love to do and I'm incredible at, to put it against something that is, I think it's more about the intellectual challenge at best is the best way of putting it. While I love my art, that's something, I don't like being an order taker in that way. When I do my art for me, it's different. But insurance, it's the people. Like, again, making someone smile, changing their life, changing their perspective, changing anything, or their attitude. It's that's what I love. So while it's become a passion, it never has felt like a job, and I don't think it ever will.
So this is the first time I've ever posed this question, and while it's probably unanswerable, it's still a good one to me. What does the future hold for Anna Faye?
I don't know. I still live... I do like to live day by day. I was taught long ago, live in the moment. And I'm very, very good at doing that. That has not served me well when it comes to saving. But I don't like to forecast too much. I put too much pressure on myself. And I'm just always so caught up in the moment that I don't give myself a break to think that far ahead. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I know I will probably still be here. I will still be loving it. I'm probably going to be a millionaire for sure. But hopefully I will have set some sort of trend in the industry, within this company that is tangible. that I can actually have a stamp, a footprint in.
You know what I love to say is that I know that's going to happen, but I'll not only more so that's going to happen more times over in this office.
Oh, for sure.
Than it will in any other office.
Any other office.
Unless you're just,
candidly,
it's
already happened.
Unless you're in Florida doing something you shouldn't be doing. I won't talk about that loud. But okay, so 28 minutes is kind of when I cut it off, and we're right there. So I want you to tell the world about your health insurance.
World, I sell health insurance. I specialize in small business group insurance. I'm very, very good at it.
Amen.
My health insurance is, you're getting me for the most part. I mean, you get me for life. You get an agent for life, right? Mm-hmm. And who wouldn't want to hang out with me, at least talking about the most boring topic in the world? I promise you I'll make it fun. I promise you. If you haven't enjoyed this, well, then we need to spend more time together so I can just make you a better person.
Definitely a problem with you. Just
it's not me, it's you. I promise you. But I will make you a better person.
Second time I've heard that? Jeez. Hold on, where is it? Hold on, is this it? No. This is it. That's it.
I'm going to get him a fucking button labeler, dude.
I just need to get a little piece of tape.
Button labeler, whatever.
Amazon button labeler, $4.99 plus free shipping.
Oh, you know what? I did have somebody on my Facebook
Oh,
ask
yes.
me a question.
Oh, let's do this.
Yeah.
No, we are always up. Yeah,
so she said, I really hope you will address whole life insurance, which unfortunately I don't do. I don't do life insurance.
Only term.
And also go into the problems when someone is billed for out-of-network physicians during an approved hospital procedure. So I don't care what procedure is approved. When you are out of network, you're getting billed. That is the simplest answer there is to it. Your insurance will probably approve everything you want to do. They could care less. It's just what they're going to pay for and what they're not. If you're out of network, they're not going to pay for it. Or you're just going to pay a whole lot more.
On top of that, get yourself an agent who describes that and tells you what the is going on, because I think what I've seen coming from this office, I say that what this office has made me realize from the outward is that there is an agent problem out there.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And so if your agent is not telling you what the fuck is going on, get yourself a new agent.
And if you are on group insurance, that explains a lot, because you really don't have an agent. You have hopefully an HR person, and they are not licensed in insurance. They have their little HR, freaking certifications, if that, so yeah, if anybody policy reviews, call me. Like, we do them for free all the time. I love doing it. Not only does it help me, but it helps me know other products that are lesser than. So please call.
Absolutely.
Free info. That's what we do, and it's fun.
And I know I'm not as sexy as she is, but if you don't like her, you like me. Let's talk.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, right on, man.
I deeply appreciate your time, and that
You're welcome.
to me is more important because you gave it to me. Thank you.
I will always give you my time, darling.
I appreciate you, baby.
Love you, Nikki.
Have a good night. Love you too. Later, guys. Thank you.
Bye.